Alrighty, so we're here today doing a rescope of this line. We've been here before looking at the line and recommended it to be cleaned and rescoped due to heavy roots. They had the line cleaned about an hour ago, so we're going to go ahead and hop in and see what we could see on the reinspection. Alrighty, it looks like we have a nice cast iron to PVC connection here at 22 feet. Looks like we've also got a clean out there. It's nice that we came in the inside though, because we got to see some of the inner workings a little bit better than we would have if we came in from the outside. So we're going to go ahead and push out into the external line here and take a look at what we couldn't see before. Alright, here at 53 feet we have our PVC to clay connection, and just past that at the actual first full joint of the line we could see some stragglers from the cleaning, which we'd expect to see. Most cleanings are there to get a majority of the roots. They don't get 100%. They typically get between 90-95, which is good enough for general maintenance of a sewer line of this age. You can see here all of the rings from the cleaning. Looks like they were pretty thorough with how close they are together, which is what we like to see. And what we're looking out for right now is any cracks, holes, fractures, anything of that sort. It's all looking pretty gosh darn good so far. And looks like that's our city tap connection. Alright, you can even see from some of that all those roots got pushed out here and all that gunk got splattered along the connection here. I don't see any issues with anything I've seen today, so we're going to go ahead and flush that toilet in the downstairs proof flow, and we'll start pulling back and double checking our work. there's our flow, nice and steady, no discoloration, no rust, you know, everything looks pretty gosh darn good in this line. So as far as the structure is concerned, I don't really have any recommendations for repairs. Shallower clay line like this with an active root system is going to need more frequent cleaning. I would recommend every 2 to 3 years from either the clean out outside or the clean out in the crawl space to have a 3-inch blade or chain auger run from either of those areas, just to make sure that any scale buildup, grease buildup, and root intrusions that develop throughout the line's life are maintained, taken care of, and pushed out to the main where it can be dealt with. Short of that, the only other thing I really have to recommend is be mindful about how much grease goes down the line. This PVC loves to hold on to that stuff, so I would recommend minimizing the amount of grease that goes down the line. Outside of that, I would say no non-flushables, no floss, flossers, Q-tips, cotton balls, hygiene products. That also extends to flushable wipes. There is cast iron in this line, clay on the outside. Cast iron becomes jagged and toothsome as it rusts and loves to hold on to any of those hygiene products, including those wipes. And those roots that may or may not form, like this root ball here that we've been pulling back, would definitely hold on to those things that are more difficult to flush, those things that don't break down quickly in water. So, long and short, as long as you clean the line, maintain it, and you're a little bit thoughtful about what goes down the line and make sure that you're not dumping the things you shouldn't, this line should last a good long while. Outside of that, there's not really too much left to go over with this line, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the audio recording. We're just going to keep pulling back and see what we see. So we do have a slightly older clean out cap here with some grease buildup on the inside. Looks like the previous guy couldn't get it to stop leaking properly, which, when these old cast iron cleanouts become corroded, the threads start to go, so getting a good seal with caps like this can be an issue. So I'm going to go ahead and replace it with an expansion plug like this. We don't like to see beeswax on a connection like this, because if you run hot water over it, there is a solid chance that that beeswax becomes melty, becomes compromised, and it could spring a leak. So we're going to go ahead and replace that to go ahead and close things up here, run some water, and make sure we're leak free before we head out.